Welcome to Travel with Ola. If this is your first time here, you are in the right place for real travel experiences, city tours, airport walkthroughs, hidden gems, travel tips, and unforgettable destinations from around the world. And to all returning subscribers, welcome back. If you enjoy authentic travel contents, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss new adventures, travel guides, and destination breakdowns. Now, let's get you into today's adventure. For this adventure, I want you to come with me as I travel to Porto. Porto welcome you before you even leave the airport. Francisco Sacanero Airport sits about 11 kilometers from downtown Porto, and the connection into the city feels smooth from the start. The metro line links the airport directly to the historic center. Within minutes, modern terminals give way to tall buildings, steep streets, and views over the Douro River. As the city opens up, Porto immediately feels different. The streets rise and fall across the hills. Old trams move beside modern cafes. Nearly every corner carries traces of centuries of Portuguese history. The heart of downtown Porto begins at Porto City Hall. The grand granite building dominates Avenidas dos Aliados, with its tall clock tower and symmetrical architecture. Construction started in 1920 and continued for decades. Today, the avenue in front of City Hall acts as Porto's gathering point. Football celebrations, festivals, protests, and New Year events all happen here. From here, the city slowly leads upward towards one of Porto's most recognized landmarks, Clérigos Church, and its tower define Porto's skyline. The Baroque church was designed by Italian architect Niccolò Nasoni in the 1700s. The tower rises more than 75 meters high and once served as a guide for ships approaching the city. The climb to the top rewards visitors with one of the best panoramic views in Portugal. Red rooftops stretch towards the Douro River, while church bells echoes across the old town. Right beside the church sits Passeio dos Clérigos, This modern shopping and leisure area blends contemporary Porto with the city's historic surroundings. Restaurants, cafes, bookstores, and rooftop spaces create a lively atmosphere day and night. It feels like a meeting point between old Porto and the city's newer energy. A short walk away stands the famous Fountain of the Lions. Locals often call it Fonte dos Leões. Built in the 1880s, the fountain became one of the city's best-known meeting points, especially among university students. The lions themselves were inspired by British artistic styles of the time, reflecting Porto's long trading relationship with England. Then comes one of Porto's most beautiful streets. Rua das Flores captures the soul of the city. The name means Street of Flowers, dating back to the 1500s when noble families and wealthy merchants lived here. Today, the narrow street mixes history with modern culture. Stone facades, iron balconies, small bakeries, tiled storefronts, street musicians, wine bars, and hidden courtyards line the entire route. High above the historic center stands Porto Cathedral, also known as Sé do Porto. The cathedral began construction in the 12th century and combined Romanesque, Gothic, and Baroque style after centuries of additions and restorations. From the cathedral terrace, the entire city unfolds below. Red rooftops cascade towards the river, while church towers rise above the skyline. The cathedral also played an important role during Portugal's early formation as a kingdom. Beside the cathedral stand the historic Pillory of Porto. The pillory symbolized the authority and judicial independence of the city during medieval times. Though small beside the cathedral, it represents Porto's status and political importance throughout Portuguese history. As you move closer to the riverfront, Porto revealed its engineering side. The city's bridges are central to its identity. Several bridges across the Douro River, each representing a different era of Porto's development. The most iconic of them all is Dom Luís I Bridge. Completed in 1886, the bridge was designed by Théophile Seyrig, a former partner of Gustave Eiffel. Its massive iron arch became a symbol of industrial revolution during the late 19th century. The bridge connects Porto with Vila Nova de Gaia across two levels. The upper deck carries the metro and pedestrian high above the river, offering some of the city's most dramatic views. The lower deck places you close to the waterfront and the famous port wine cellars. At sunset, this bridge becomes the center of Porto's atmosphere. Musicians perform along the walkway. Both pass beneath the iron arcs. The city light reflects across the Douro River. One of the best ways to experience the waterfront is through the Gaia Cable Car. The cable car glides above the riverbank between Jardim do Moro and Gaia waterfront. From above, the view opens across the rooftops of Porto, the Dom Luís I Bridge, and the colorful Ribeira district. And after experiencing the historic center of Porto, there was a little time to visit the northern side of the Porto region before finally leaving. I had a quick stop at Vila do Conde Porto fashion outlet. Located about 20 minutes from Porto, this outlet is one of the largest shopping destinations in northern Portugal, with more than 100 stores spread across a spacious open-air complex. The design feels modern and relaxed. Wide pedestrian walkways, colorful buildings, outdoor seating areas, and palm-lined paths make it feel less like a traditional mall and more like a shopping village near the coast. The outlet attracts both tourists and locals looking for major international and European brands at discounted prices throughout the year. For travelers visiting Porto, this place works well for last-minute shopping, seasonal fashion deals, luggage, shoes, sportswear, and travel essentials before continuing into the city. What also stands out is the location itself. Vila do Conde is a coastal town with strong ties to Portugal's maritime history. The Atlantic Ocean sits nearby, giving the area a calmer atmosphere compared to the busy streets of central Porto. The outlet also has restaurants, cafes, and family spaces, making it easy to spend a few hours here without feeling rushed. Porto feels historic without feeling frozen in time. The city moves with its own rhythm. Morning cafe fills with locals, church bell echoes across street, train cross iron bridges above the Douro River while music drifts through narrow alleyway below. Every street in Porto carries layers of history, architecture, trade, religion, and resilience. And by the end of the journey, Porto leaves something lasting. Not through grand monuments alone, but through the feeling of walking a street, crossing its bridges, and watching the city glow beside the river. Thank you for watching and spending time on this journey with me in Porto. I hope you enjoy exploring the city with me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to Travel with Ola and turn on notifications so you never miss upcoming adventures from different cities and countries around the world. There's a lot more coming your way. Leave a comment below and let me know your favorite part of Porto or any destination you would like to see next on the channel. Thank you again for watching. Until the next adventure, this is Travel with